Yo, welcome to an episode of Superkick Podcast. I'm your host, Ringside P. Hope you guys are enjoying the week. When this drop, it should be Hump Day Wednesday. It means we only are a few days away to SummerSlam, the biggest party of the summer. Got a lot of big matches coming up for SummerSlam. Once again, who's going? I'm going. I'm going to be there. Let me know if you're going. Comment below. I'm gonna get into a Monday Night Raw. Gonna try to keep it quick like I did for Smackdown. I said, man, it wasn't too much that really stood out to me on Monday Night Raw, but I'm gonna get into it anyway. Before I do that, make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, comment, give me feedback. Check out my reels, check out my shorts, check out my TikTok, check me out on Spotify. And check out Tables, Lads, and Bumps once a week. Yeah. What else I got going on? No, I'm gonna get back into my what ifs starting in August. I don't know exactly when, but I guess when stuff happened in August, so I'm gonna start that off in August again. So what ifs are coming back. Make sure you guys check out some of the old episodes of what ifs. That's gonna be dope. Steady coming up with ideas for that. But let's get into Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw kicked off with, I'm gonna probably say, the most anticipated match in a very long time, at least for me. We got Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk with Seth freaking Rollins as the special guest referee. Man, if history is gonna repeat itself, it looks like we might get Seth Rollins not necessarily deliberately trying to interfere in the match to cost one of the guys the victory, but I think Drew McIntyre might get screwed over again. I can't see CM Punk's first match being back that he loses in a big match at SummerSlam. So I can see that Punk winning due to Seth Rollins' accidental interference by probably getting too upset at Punk. Punk aggravating him, getting in his mind. It's going to allow Punk to pull out the victory this time. What do you guys think? Let me know. But I'm looking forward to that match a lot. It's been, feel like we had WrestleMania. No, it's been longer than that. Punk came out and said he was injured after the Royal Rumble. Drew McIntyre said he prayed for it like he would Jacob Fatu always prayed for it. And then CM Punk has just been out to ruin Drew McIntyre's career since then. So yeah, it's been a minute. So I think this is a long story waiting to finally culminate, but partially culminate at SummerSlam. I do feel there's gonna be some more matches. We got Bad Blood coming up too, so who knows how long this is gonna stretch out. But I'm here for it. I think it could be possibly the main event of SummerSlam, unless we got some big surprises coming up with between Solo and Cody Rhodes. But I don't know. This to me could be main event worthy of SummerSlam. But what do you guys think? Let me know. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna save my six stuff to the end. We got Sheamus, Pete Dunne. Obviously, Pete Dunne feels some type of way about what Sheamus did to him back in the day, and they're brought Bruce leaving them behind. So we got that match coming up at some point. Would it be next week? Nah, because they didn't really announce anything for next week. Not that match, and maybe they don't. Maybe they're not seeing it as a high profile match just yet. But I think it's gonna be dope. I think that's gonna be a banger match. Pete Dunne, Sheamus. I can't wait to see it. So I'm looking forward to that in the future. I'm moving on to the Yeet Meister himself, Jey Uso. Just feels like Jey himself is just in limbo right now. No real direction to go. No real significant storyline for him to be in. He doesn't have a match this SummerSlam. I saw that Rikishi was upset about them possibly trying to tie Jey into this whole Judgment Day, Rhea Ripley storyline or whatnot. He wasn't a fan of that. But I think things are just on hold for Jey Uso until the Bloodline story kicks back up. It seems like we might be getting Sami Zayn and him pairing back up again. You know, feeling a little oozy. Uh, and maybe this could be the start of them coming back together and hopping back into the bloodline storyline. I'm waiting for Jimmy Uso to come back. We definitely waiting for Roman, The Rock. You know, there's so many other pieces out there that we're waiting to come back and wait for this bloodline storyline, to take over and get back really popping again. You know, like starting to build up some over there. You know, Cody Rhodes and Solo. But we know we're waiting for Roman to come back. We're waiting for the reuniting of the old OG bloodline, you know. So we'll see what's gonna happen when that comes together. But I don't know, man. Jey Uso is just in limbo. He's out there yeeting everywhere. Got Michael Cole yeeting. Michael Cole yeet himself into exhaustion. But yeah, he just doesn't really have anything going on right now. And by mentioning Sami Zayn, I got my Sami Zayn shirt on. I feel bad for Sami at SummerSlam. Braun Breaker is gonna break Sami Zayn into two halves. I don't know if I'm here for it. I am here for it because I feel like Sami's Intercontinental Championship run. I don't know, man. It's been kind of lackluster to me. He had the matches with Chad Gable. He had a triple threat with Chad Gable and Bronson Reed. I really thought that was gonna turn out to be more than what it was, and I was looking forward to Chad Gable becoming Intercontinental Champion, and that didn't happen. And that Sami's up against Braun Breaker, and I don't know, man. It's not like he's new to the E. He's new on the main roster, but I think he has all of the characteristics to be dominant. I'm trying to find out what this is. That's my nipple. To be dominant as an Intercontinental Champion. So I got Braun Breaker winning at SummerSlam by totally just demolishing Sami Zayn, and possibly this might set up for Sami Zayn and Jey Uso to go back for the tag team championships at a later date at some point, but we'll see what's going on with that. I'm liking how the New Day versus Final Testament storyline is unfolding. You know, I was kind of unsure about it in the beginning. I kept feeling like, here we go again. The New Day out here just to put over another faction, put over another tag team, and just get buried as usual. Well, I like this back and forth that they're having. Karrion Kross, he's an interesting character. I'm a fan of what he's doing out there. Do I see Xavier Woods turn on Kofi Kingston or leaving the New Day? No, not at all. But I guess it's kind of refreshing to kind of see that the New Day are actually into a program that's actually like decent, you know. And it's like, you know, they get some little victories, but they get pummeled a lot. And they might get a victory here and there again, then get pummeled some more. So I'm looking forward to, hopefully Kofi comes back. Maybe, I don't know, man. I want to see Big E come back. I don't know his health status or if he's cleared or whatever, but that would be so dope to see all three members of New Day again, back together again, out wrestling and taking out the Final Testament. But what do you guys think? Are you guys ready to see the New Day back together again? You got to be feeling the power positively, so I know you guys want that. So let me know. We get into a promo from Liv Morgan vignette, and her wrath is coming at SummerSlam. I don't know if it's enough to stop Rhea Ripley, her revenge tour, but Dawn broke her heart. She's burning stuff. She's destroying stuff. She's waiting to exhale, setting cars on fire, you know, and then walking away in slow motion. I do feel that Liv Morgan will win at SummerSlam. Dominic Mysterio will play a hand in that. I don't know if he's going to necessarily... Let me fix that. I don't know if he's necessarily going to turn on Rhea Ripley, but I think he's gonna interfere and inadvertently cost Rhea Ripley her opportunity at the Women's Championship at SummerSlam. So I think we get Rhea versus Liv at Bad Blood with Dominic Mysterio fully turning on Rhea Ripley at Bad Blood. So we'll see. That's probably could be what it is. Dom accidentally costs Rhea the championship. Rhea goes off, just treating Dom like trash. And here we go again with Liv Morgan stepping up, saying, "Hey man, all I ever did was get you chicken tendies. I got you guys a PS5. I got the tag team championships back again. Like, yo, I'm doing all and I treat you good. I treat you good, man. So we'll see. But that's how I got it playing out at SummerSlam. Dom will accidentally cost Rhea the championship and then later on turn on Rhea Ripley, probably at Bad Blood. We gonna get into, is Damage Control coming back as face? I think it's a different look, Oh, I mean, it's still Damage Control, but or could we just have two women factions that are heels just going out and just trying to destroy each other? I think that could be dope too. Like I don't know what Io Sky and Kairi Sane are saying, but it sounds cool. And Dakota Kai, she seems pissed off and she's ready for some revenge, and so we'll see. But I don't know if I want them to be face. I think I like them as heels. I like to continue to keep them as heels and just have these two heel groups go back and forth at each other. My camera keep dropping slowly. Kind of aggravating me, but it is what it is. But what do you guys think? How you guys feel about the possibility of Damage Control being face in WWE? So we had the main event of Monday Night Raw was Finn Balor versus the Ring General Gunther. Finn's intentions was to soften up Gunther for his match against Damian Priest at SummerSlam. Didn't turn out in Finn's favor. He was put to sleep. Gunther said, "Hey, ain't enough. You're going to go into a deep sleep. You're going to go into some REM sleeping. You're going to see Freddie in there. You're going to be knocked out for a long period of time." Damian Priest came out and said, "No, man, you can't do my brother like that." Starting to pummel, beat down Gunther. Show ended. I'm liking kind of the build up for the match at SummerSlam between Damian Priest and Gunther. At first, I thought it's going to be like a dud. Well, not a dud in terms of the match itself, but a dud in terms of like the build up for it. Surprisingly, it's been good to me. I mean, I've been enjoying it, and they've done a good job with putting some momentum behind Priest, making him the face in the match, which is cool. Getting the crowd behind him. Gunther's doing a great job at making the crowd hate him, making people hate him, antagonizing Priest, calling him a street rat, calling him trash and all this stuff. So we'll see how it plays out. This is another match where I feel like Damian Priest is going to come out on top as the victor. It will not be a clean victory. Some type of interference, maybe a DQ, and then probably at Bash of Berlin, we get Gunther as the new World Heavyweight Champion. So I think that's how this plays out. But what do you guys think? Are you guys ready for Priest versus Gunther? What are you guys' opinions on the possible outcome for the match? You know what to do. Let me know. Comment below. What else we're gonna get into? There was a new Wide 6 mixtape that dropped. I'm liking that there are no more VHS tapes. I think that was stupid. It's 2024. Get rid of those. Just drop the vignettes. We don't need that. Just drop those. So that's cool. We had Dr. Loomis on that at this time. I was a fan of the little 2020 sit downs with Uncle Hardy, all these little in-depth like interviews, like I really enjoyed the Bo Dallas ones, the two that he had, the couple that he had. And the Eric Rowan ones was just top notch. I thought that was the best so far. Not so much a fan of what they decided to do afterwards with Nikki Cross and with Dexter Lumis. I wanted more of like the sit down stuff. Like, give me more into their psyche, stuff that had happened to them, traumas or whatever the case may be. I would have preferred to hear that this way. It adds more to less supernatural, more psychological, in nature with it. So that would have been cool. But so far, man, the Y6 stuff has still been, it's been a hit, you know, like, I don't think it's been really a miss to me. I really got to see how their match is going to really be, you know. We're going to get into that in a second, but I'm fat. The tape was cool. I would prefer a sit down just so I can learn more about Dexter Lumis because I was just not familiar with him. As a character, I didn't watch too much of him in NXT. Saw a little bit of him on Monday Night Raw, and he never really talked anyway. So he was always like the creepy, like he was a serial killer type of dude. And so I did enjoy that. That was cool. Not saying that, you know, I take a liking to serial killers, but you know, whatever. And it seems like Michael Cole is. I was complaining before that it was everything left up to interpretation with stuff with the Y6, and we know who some people are. We don't know who some people, other people are. We don't know who their names. Michael Cole been calling Nikki Cross's character Carrie Light thing, a witch light thing. Now he actually referred to her as Sister Abigail. So it's like, at what point did that happen that we now say, all right, this is Sister Abigail? We got Chad Gable still being goofy. So I didn't solve the mystery. I know who the rest of the members are. The Y6 started naming them off. So it's like, I guess then we get all that. So trying to cover our bases, filling any loopholes in the story, you know. But it's still like, I want more, you know. Like, why are they in the Y6? What happened to bring them into the Y6? That's what I want. That's what I'm looking for. Not necessarily that, oh, that's Joe Gacy, that's Eric Rowan, this is Dexter Lumis. You know, like, he still even announced. I don't remember he even said if that was Nikki Cross yet. Maybe he did. Maybe I missed that part. But we had the old Alpha Academy. No, we didn't. We didn't have well, we did. We had old Alpha Academy versus the Creed brothers, which had Gable on their side. This match to me was kind of like a dud. I feel like we all knew that we was just watching the match, waiting for the Y6 to come out, and that's what happened. You know, match is over. Creed started pummeling, and Chad Gable started helping pummeling Tozawa and Otis get ready to do something to Maxine Dupree, and once again, lights go out. Fall fills up the ring. The Y6 comes out. This time, the Creed brothers, Chad Gable, stand their ground. They're like, hey, man, we ain't going nowhere. We ain't running. Come here. Do what you want to do. And Joe Gacy, Eric Rowan, Dexter Lumis get on top of the ring apron, take the mask off. And I will say that Dexter Lumis, out of the three, Dexter Lumis looks the craziest out of the three. And I'm here for it. He looks like just even more deranged Charles Manson with the big X on his forehead or whatnot. You know, Charles Manson didn't have an X, and it was something else. But still, like, it was just wild and crazy. Like, he had the dreads. Don't know if it's real. Don't know if they're fake. But it was looking cool. He's the only person that, even without the mask on, because I wasn't sure they're gonna be wrestling with masks. You know, like, I thought it'd be pretty difficult to wrestle with those masks on, especially Joe Gacy. He might just pass out. But with Dexter Lumis taking the mask off and still looking deranged underneath the mask was cool. So I wish they probably would have did more of that with Eric Rowan and Joe Gacy. But we'll see. So they get in the move. They do some tandem moves, and which is cool. Like I said, I'm not even familiar with Joe Gacy. I know about Eric Rowan, about his work, because he's Wyatt's and stuff like that from the Bruncher brothers, you know, for a minute. And they did some tandem moves, and that was cool. So this sets up for the first wrestling match we're going to see with the Y6 next week on Monday Night Raw. We got Joe Casey, Eric Rowan, Dexter Lumen versus the Creed brother and Chad Gable. So I want to see how that match is going to look. All this, are we trying to? Because it seemed like they was going away from the supernatural because it might have had how would that translate into actual square circle match, right? So now we go into more psychological fear, and stuff like that. So they could make it a little easier to have like these guys on the ring apron waiting for attack in a traditional wrestling match. But they took out the Creed brother, Chad Gable, said, "No, I'm up out of here. I'm a scram." He starts to back up, and here we come. It's Uncle Howdy laughing. There you are again. And Chad Gable says he books it, takes off. Like he's in the Olympics, the 2024 Olympics, trying to get that gold medal. But hey, man, like we got our first Y6 match. How you guys think it's gonna play out? Let me know. Comment below. Dude, that was it. Yeah, that was it for the day. That was it for Monday. Yeah. Well, at least for me. But yeah, man, SummerSlam coming up. Can't wait to see what's gonna happen. I'm not sure if I really had wanted to see a Y6 at SummerSlam. I think I kind of wouldn't have. I think it is big enough. They have a big enough impact where it could have been SummerSlam worthy, but yeah, maybe everyone thought something other than that. So we get on Monday Night Raw. But yeah, man, thank you guys for liking, subscribing, for sharing, helping me get over 50 plus episodes. I meant to state it 2 episodes ago, but I forgot about it. But yeah, man, I'm over 50 episodes. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, liking, viewing, giving me feedback, liking, sharing, all that good stuff. I'm just gonna keep doing more, man. Keep trying to build this thing, make it cool, drop content, drop my shorts and stuff like that, so you can see when I go to different events, you can see the footage when I'm sitting there, and I'm just trying to entertain, man. So, man, till next week. Next week when I be covering live action from Smackdown and live action from SummerSlam. I keep wanting to say Survivor Series, but from SummerSlam. Make sure you guys check that out next week. I bought tickets to see Jey Uso, so I'm excited to see that. I'm gonna be eating. But until then, man, thank you guys. Adios. Peace.